Hello, my name is Cecilia Peraza. I am a professor and educational researcher at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, and I work in the Educational Policy Analysis Group of the Sociological Studies Center.
Hello everyone, I'm Mauro Jarquín. I'm a professor in the National Autonomous University of Mexico as well, and I'm currently studying the Master in Education Policies for Global Development in the Autonomous University of Barcelona and in the University of Glasgow.
We would like to present this work with the title Digital Leap in the New Mexican School Since the Pandemic Lockdown, Challenges for Governance and Pedagogical Processes. This article is part of the special issue, Digital Education Platforms and Schooling, edited by Pablo Rivera Vargas, Luis Parceriza, and Carla Fardela Cisternas.
This paper analyzes the extent to which the use of digital education platforms, which was exacerbated by the COVID, has modified educational policies for digital transition in Mexican schools. The theoretical framework is inspired by the enactment theories, specifically Ball's heuristic proposal with a gender perspective.
Our main hypothesis is that the digital leap in the New Mexican school that emerges from the last educational reform in 2019 has considerably modified the methods of educational governance, the pedagogical processes in schooling, and the ways of communication between schools and families with implications for children's rights.
Our objective was to identify from the stakeholders' perspectives the effects of the growing importance of big tech corporations in Mexico and of the expansion of digital capitalism, which deepened as an effect of school closures due to the pandemic.
We use a qualitative methodology, stakeholders analysis, to explore with a gender perspective the perceptions, experiences, and opinions of women and men in urban and rural environments, including different indigenous contexts, about the changes experienced since the pandemic in terms of digital transition.
Our data collection instruments was about 4 in-depth interviews with policymakers, 70 surveys for school principals, teachers, and families from the 5 educational regions of Mexico.
In our results, we want to approach to the new digital governance and platforms uses in different schooling contexts with differential effects on mothers.
As you can see, we have our findings in which we can consider benefits and limitations of using digital education platforms. We have on the left side the benefits, in which we have attractiveness for students, student autonomy, up-to-dateness, access to information, and efficiency in communication. On the right side, we have here the limitations, in which we can find divide, infrastructure, accessibility, cost, female overwork, security risks, distraction, and general talking practices in education.
In our discussion, we look for the policy implications of the changes in the methods of educational governance, changes in the pedagogical processes in schooling, the new ways of communication between schools and families, privacy, children's rights, security, and notification, and of course, the challenges of the digital leap in the educational field in Latin America countries for a future comparative perspective.
We want to acknowledge the support we had from a lot of people, a lot of colleagues, especially for the Educational Policy Analysis Group of UNAM, and for all the people, teachers, families, schools, principals, and policymakers who made this work possible with their kind responses to the reviewers and to the editors of this monographic. Thanks for all.